Hello, hi, welcome back. I am back with another stream. Super excited because I'm going to be playing some more Paranormasight and I've been thinking about it all week. Like, I'm so excited to play some more. I can't believe that all I did last week was like the prologue or whatever. Like, it seemed like it was so much of the game. I don't understand why my chat box is broken. Hello, Danny. Hi, welcome in. I feel like every single time I open OBS, my chat box is broken. I don't get it. Whatever. Bonjour, hello, welcome in. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get straight to it and get straight to the game because I'm excited to get started. So start game. Okay, so where we left off last time is we finished Shogo Oki's paths because those were the prologue, the introduction, I guess. So I guess I'm just gonna start up at the start here with Shigima and her path. So Haru Shigima, not dreams. When the son of Haru Shigima was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Haru has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears. Oh, I liked the detective. The detective was a lot of fun. I'm excited for this. Ooh. May those who mock fire's flames perish in flames. Kill them. Kill them. The flame bearers. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the curse stone, the Haunting Clappers. You can use it to kill those with fire or a fire starting device on their person. Press the use curse button to set your target alight. Ah, okay, so that's why she was able to kill us whenever we were Shogi, or what was his name? I don't even remember his name. Shogo Oki? Yeah, because we had a lighter that we picked up in one of the other towns. Ah, and then we threw the lighter away and she couldn't kill us anymore. I see. Okay, cool. The Haunting Clappers, an enduring superstition. As the evening bell rings in Iriko near present-day Shimoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack. The echo answers again. But no matter how hard he searches for the source of the second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mysterious tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. Kills by burning one who is in possession of fire or a fire-starting device. A resentful memory. Red, red, red. Everything is dyed crimson. My home is burning to the ground. It's hot, so hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burned up from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. That's right, I'll just use the clappers. Clack, clack. Is anybody there? Clack, clack. Why is no one coming? I'm going to burn to death. How did it come to this? Oh, right. Her. It must be the work of that vixen who appeared suddenly and enchanted my lord. That witch. Those hauntingly cold eyes had my lord dancing in the palm of her hand. Perhaps I was also taken in by her. How many innocent people did I lure in under orders? This must be karma. The sound of a heavy bell. It feels like my head will split open. All right, the evening bell. That must be why nobody can hear the sound of my clappers. I've got to do it louder. Clack, clack. Oh, that is haunting. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. I'm excited for this one. This one's gonna be fun. Now, kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You, who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Ooh. I'm ready to do some killing again. Right, so real quick, what's the premise? So there's these curse stones and they've all been activated, and every main character has a curse stone, and if they kill enough people using the curse stone, then they will have the power to bring someone back to life. So all of the main characters have had someone close to them die, and so they all have motivation to kill enough people that they can bring back their loved one. Okay, back with me, ma'am. Oh, I love the detective. He's great. Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Fair, fair, thank you, no problem. Sweet dreams? Person of interest updated. Okay, so this is the main character of this route. She's a housewife. She resides in a manor near Shimoku Bridge. Her 11-year-old son, Shuki, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was the result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case, a mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. The incident was covered up, and Shuki's killer remains at large, leading the aggrieved Haru to call on the services of private investigator Richter Kai to uncover the truth. The Shigemi family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many in the Shigema line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Haru's father sits in the upper echelons of the National Police Agency, and her husband, adopted into the Shigema clan through an arranged marriage, is also a highly respected agency official. However, as her family prioritizes work above all else, it wasn't long before Haru's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Haru a purpose in life, but it was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Following the incident, Haru spent many days in a deep depression, breaking into sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Her cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making snide remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. A few months ago, Haru's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home, with Haru left to live in the large, empty mansion alone. As a housekeeper who has been with the family for a long time comes in to take care of the housework, Haru has nothing but time on her hands. Time for murder. No, not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Okay, let's take a look at him. A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Ota City and I saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Okay, nice. I'm going to think before I talk to him, I think. My heart's still racing. This is it. My chance. At long last. Okay, is there anything else in the room? Oh, there's a TV. A colour television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there's no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when it was new, we all gathered around it and marvelled at it as a family. But with Father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. Okay, is that everything? Oh, what is this? Well, I'll be damned. Is that what I think it is? Goodness, you made me jump. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or other. He put it up just before, well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. I knew it. It's head honcho from way back in set number 1. This is a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough, they'd won everybody's hearts. The story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. That's a fucking chicken? Yeah. But he's dressed cool. To think one would turn up here of all places. This is a good sign, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, her son was murdered, and you're like, hell yeah, this chicken. Oh, I did not mean to open it. Oh, a stereo. A stereo unit with separated speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. Oh, a flower arrangement. An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. Okay, I feel like that wasn't really necessary for me to look at. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. Okay, some of that seemed irrelevant. A fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I rarely find a use for it. Oh, I didn't mean to look at him again. There we go. We can talk now. I want a turntable with speakers, but Spotify is easier. Yeah, it would be really cool to have one of those, but yeah, Spotify is definitely way easier. Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out. And the whole time, you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. Care to tell me what that was all about? Well, where to start? Interesting. Very interesting. So the haunting clapper's curse echo appeared out of nowhere, told you how to perform the rite of resurrection, and gave you the curse you'll need to do it. I am so surprised that she's just telling the investigator this. Why would she tell him about it? Have I got that right? That's right. So it's all real. Honestly, I still find it hard to believe, but I guess I have to now. Oh shit. I saw that curse stone appear in your hand myself. It looked like it popped clean out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. Maybe think again? My heart's still racing. This is it, my chance at long last. No, I guess we just have to talk some more. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence, and it isn't about belief. It's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched into my soul, along with the curse echoes resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did, hundreds of years ago. Wreathed in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I just don't think I would be telling a private investigator that I'm filled with bloodlust and I'm thinking about killing people. I just think that that's a silly thing to announce. I think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I love that he's like dramatically grabbing his hat. Like he's afraid that his hat's going to like blow off in shock. I see. That could be a problem. You think so? From what I know of you, that's my old Tinder bio. I was sure you'd see it as an opportunity. Bloodlust gets the ladies, maybe sometimes. Depends on the ladies, I guess. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief. Talk about a spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a minute. Remind ourselves where we've come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. Think? No, nothing more to think about. Talk again? About the investigation. That's what you hired me for, ma'am. To look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and the murder of Shuki Shigima. Oh yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it. What do you mean, oh yeah, I remember? As if that's something that you could forget about your son being kidnapped and murdered? That's what I'm here about today, in fact. Kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a grand total of 1 lead. So you said. I forget I had a son. I mean, he's been dead for like a year. Like, he's nothing to do with her anymore. She's got other shit going on now. As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember, you were just about to tell me. Is he going to tell her now? About the investigation. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found, and then we can make a decision. All right. Okay. So I guess I'm supposed to click about the kidnapping instead. I suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Then I'll leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, Northern Oyuko River, here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from, but it was almost certainly the same location that Shuki was being held captive, since Shuki's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Oyuko River is quite a distance from Shuki's normal school commute. Factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house, it's likely that he was abducted by car on his route home. Maybe, but exactly. Shuki was a clever boy. He never would have gotten in a car with a stranger. That's right. I was very firm about that. I know he understood, too. I even saw him warning the other children. It's possible that they forced him into the car. The only issue there is there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. I mean, just because there were no witnesses doesn't mean it didn't happen. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So, did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual routine? Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find an answer. In the end, they decided that the kidnapper must have just gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on its head? About the kidnapping still? The kidnapper managed to get Shuki into their car, but how? The only thing that makes sense to me is if they were somebody that he would have a reason to trust. A teacher, perhaps, or a relative, or somebody else that he knew. But all of the adults Shuki knew had alibis. The police checked them all thoroughly. They did, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like cops. But what if it wasn't someone he knew? Or rather, what if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? Uh-oh. Drama. All cops are bastards. That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. The Shigima family has close ties with the police after all. He would have had a reason to trust them. You might be right. But surely that couldn't have... Fuck the police, exactly. Maybe it was the actual police. Maybe it wasn't even someone dressed up as the police. Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised how much police officers stand out. That's sort of the point after all. They're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime. Conspiracies, yup. I think it was the police. But here's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine somebody suspicious, nobody pictures women or children. Even kids who have been warned about stranger danger often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. Besides, Shuki was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuki asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gotten into a car? I thought he was supposed to be a smart child. He might have. My husband always told him that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. Oh no. Oh, so it's your stupid husband's fault then. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. But if Shuki believed it, then we might have something here. Then you'd think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the phone. She might have been an accomplice, or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case. How did she hand him over to the kidnappers and not realize? And also, did she not watch the news? I assume the kidnapping was on the news, no? Okay, can we talk more about the investigation now? No. Okay, we still need to talk about the kidnapping. So the question is, did anybody see Shuki speaking with a young woman on the day of his disappearance? See, what I said about people's biases, that goes for witnesses too. And I figured that maybe, if I started asking new questions, I might get some new answers. So I spent my day asking around Shuki's school route, seeing if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had. That's so dramatic. Do you mean he saw it happen? Well, I can't say that for sure yet. It turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Oh, dramatic flashback. Several hours earlier. I went to see the doctor today after feeling like this. Turns out it was the flu, but I got vertigo in between having the flu. Oh no. So I'm on meds now. Damn, it seems like you've been sick for a long time. I hope the meds help. Alright, this should do. Cannot drive? Oh no. There's no one around. We can speak in confidence. Excuse me. What was your name again? Janucci. Got it. Well, Janucci, I'm all ears. Just so we're on the same page, you're a private detective investigating Shigima's kidnapping. Do I have that right? Well, of course. What else do I look like? I mean, you look like a magician or something. How should I know what a private detective looks like? Oh, forget it. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. You'll excuse me if that caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who is trying to kill you? A student called Michio Shiraishi. Interesting. A schoolgirl, eh? Sounds like you've been naughty. Come on. There's no need for that. It's nothing like that. That girl, she's a murderer. Nonce, yeah, maybe. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michio Shiraishi, I saw her kidnap Shuki Shigima. Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and lead him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him, I'm sure of it. Or at least, she's got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Then you can't let her get to me. If that's true, you've been sitting on some valuable information. Why didn't you tell anybody? Well, you see, if you can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't. She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life? I mean, to be fair, if the schoolgirl is a known murderer, then yeah, I'd probably be scared of her too. So you've been sitting on that all this time, and you think she's coming for you now that you've spilled the beans? Yes, that's it. Exactly. I'm begging you, don't let her get me. Arrest her, I'm telling you. She's a demon. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying, but it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified? You don't know what she can do. She'll curse me. Hello, doggy. Yeah, he's sitting down here. He's actually being good for once. Just sleeping peacefully. Curse you? I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. It's true. Her house. It's... forget it. Why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough. I'll find someone else to help me. Hey. Dramatic flashback over. And that's about the long and the short of it. I can hardly believe it. At the time, I thought his mention of curses was just crazy talk, but I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Then, if we can just find that girl. Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuki on the day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man that I spoke to. His full name's Kohei Janucci. He's a teacher at Komagata High School here in Sumida. A teacher? Then this schoolgirl is one of his students? I think that's very likely. Dun dun dun. About the kidnapping. At last, we've got a lead. Hopefully, it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. Okay, talk about the investigation now? Nope. Okay. Talk about the rite of resurrection, huh? I read about that in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently some old book showed up recently with all the gory details, and they say that the rite can be found somewhere in Honjo. I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers had been heard, like I had hope, real hope, for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered, what if I hadn't sent him to school? What if I'd just paid the ransom? Not a day goes by when I don't think that if I'd done something differently, Shuki would still be alive. You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Though I know that won't help any. Grief is funny like that. I mean, it sounds like it was the police's fault that he got killed, so it's kind of on the police. I mean, the culprit's definitely to blame too, but the police should take some blame here also. What drink is that? It looks good. It's Gamer Sups. This is their, the flavor's called Emotional Damage. It's strawberry and peach flavor. It's delicious. I'm guessing that's why you're after the rite. Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. I can tell how much he meant to you. Well, yeah, he was her only child. Of course he meant something to her. But, and this is a big but, if this rite is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. Do you have a link to the website? I think if you type in gamersubs.gg, you'll find the website. Is that a problem? If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Of course this private detective is going to stop you from committing murder. Oh, that's a shame. A shame, huh? That's all? I thought, if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful. You realize that you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? She doesn't give a fuck. I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. And what about the parents of the people that you're thinking of killing? Do they not matter? That's so, is it? Dear, oh dear. What have I gotten myself into? If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers. I only need you to find them. I won't be a party to murder, ma'am, not even for a client. I'll pay you. How much can I give you to change your mind? Sorry, ma'am, but not everyone has a price. I've got my policies and I stick to them. I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. Well, I mean, technically she wouldn't be killing anyone with her hands because she kills it with the curse stone. I don't think that that's any more ethical. What do you have in mind? Well, how about stealing someone else's curse stone after they filled it with soul dregs? How do they seemingly know so much about this already? Like, I understand for plot purposes why they're not making us go through all the lore again, but it doesn't really make sense, like, for the actual game. If that was all you were after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill others, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. Surely soliciting someone to murder on your behalf is just as bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? Yes! Killing is bad, even if it's someone that has killed someone. That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now. My. About the investigation. Nope. Still no. I'm too eager to talk about the investigation. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The haunting clappers, was it? That's one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here, I think. I'm sure I remember hearing that. In that case, my money would be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. The curse makes their bearers more willing to attack, or to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. That sounds sensible. And if I remember correctly, your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or a lighter on their possession. Is that right? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't heed the warning. It seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Although, it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. You really think it's that good? He just said he doesn't know if it's good. Pay attention, lady. The target can't do much to throw it off, and it has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters too. Just slip one into your target's pocket. And say that condition were already fulfilled before they even knew you're there, they wouldn't even know what hit them. So now she is encouraging people, he is encouraging her to use her curse and kill people. And he just said, like, no, you can't do it. And now he's like, oh my god, it's so useful. It's like so easy to use. Maybe I won't have to actually use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. That could work, although without any proof, it'll come down to how convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse, then back out at the last second. At the last second? What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. I would not be volunteering to try that out and potentially end up dead. That's an interesting proposition, but maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig. Okay, well, at least he's not stupid. Oh, I see. You're an odd one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't think it's just the curse. You flatter her. Oh, she is crazy. She's crazy. Still talking about the curse. As for what we should do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. Okay, finally, we can talk about the investigation again. Right then. Have you decided what you want me working on? Investigate the kidnapping. Finally, I have a lead. I need to know what happened to my son. Your wish is my command. I'll focus all my efforts on looking into the kidnapping. Although, something just occurred to me. You can't investigate the matter at night, can you? At least until the sun rises. Could you search for the other curse bearers? Heh, all right. I see how it is. Okay, so it doesn't matter what choice I made there. I thought maybe that was going to be like branching paths, but no. She's just making him search for the curse bearers no matter what. I'd be happy to help. Odds are good that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up and I can start asking questions, I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. Does this man not need to sleep? I'll even try and find Miss Shirashi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. Now then. Okay, time to move on, I guess. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. I'll call you if I find out anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. All right. There's no telling what kinds of curses you might find out on the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can help it, and try to be ready for anything. I will. Oh, she is absolutely not staying in this house. Well, if that's all, I should be going. Oh, a nice thought. Okay, so she's determined to use the right. Okay, cool. Time to move on. It's now 1 a.m. Oh, she's still in the mansion. I'm surprised by that. It's been almost an hour since Richter left. He promised he'd call me if anything happened. But he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. I'm gonna think. I know it's dangerous to go out, but I can't just sit here and let this opportunity pass me by. I have to look for her, for Michiyo Shiraishi. But first, I need to find more soul dregs. Do I have to look at these things again? Should I put a record on? No, it's too late for that. I'm not in the mood for music anyway. The flowers put me at ease, just a little. That old hanging scroll. I've seen it too often to feel anything from it now. I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. It's a fax machine. I rarely find use for it. Oh, there's a newspaper. Is that new? What's this? A newspaper? It must have fallen off the chair. Read it. It's a newspaper. I only leave them in here for the guests. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken the time to go over one in years, in fact. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. Look at the society articles. Looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stank so badly it'd make my eyes water. Eventually, people started getting sick, and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better since then, although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. Is that it? Oh, there's more. Economy articles. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporations. It's about 220 to 230 yen to the dollar. Manufacturing is on the rise and exports are healthy. The dollar is down from its height. People are saying it could fall further. There's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and television now, and supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. It seems like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. But now we have these enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, and movies based on the latest bestseller. Back in my day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage. But now it's all about city pop and idols. More spending money? Where's this place I must move? Yeah, same. I mean, it's Japan, but it's also like 40 years ago at least. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. It must be a lot more than 40 years ago. I think this is maybe set like in the 50s-ish. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. Education. Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. With more people in the running than ever, the competition to get into those universities has gotten fierce. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency are on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. It'll only remind me of him. Oh, I'm not finished with the other ones. How much is there to read here? Television articles. I don't really watch much television. It feels as if all the information in the world gets passed through that little black box. But father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that. Less fuss. No, that's so stupid. You absolutely should have reported about it. Look at the television articles again. Now the comedy boom is over. All the comedians are flocking to other genres. The occult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. Oh, I didn't mean to click that one again. I wonder if there's actually going to be anything useful in this, or if this is just wasting my time. If there's one thing Honjo never wants for, it's horrific crimes. They found a police officer dead in a local park just the other day. A lot of my family are in the police. I hope it wasn't anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore, not since last year. It brings back bad memories. Suicide at local high school? Oh, I remember that. A high school girl jumped off a roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think. Or maybe it was something about exam pressure? What? But, no. This can't be right. Okay, looks like there is something important buried in here. Her name. Michiyo Shiraishi from Komagata High School. It can't be. Oh shit. Although with everyone flocking to the city, land prices are skyrocketing. Nowadays, most people can only dream of home ownership. The city centre is going to be nothing but apartments before long. I'm not exactly a businesswoman, so this all feels like another world to me. I hear the new big thing is some mascot line of delinquent birds. Mockingbirds, I think it's called. You literally were just told about this. Was that what Richard was talking about? Trends seem to have such short shelf lives now, with how quickly the times are changing. I think I'm just too old to keep up anymore. It's young people who are leading the way, with their modern worldviews. My generation will only fall further behind. Okay, newspaper completed. Is there anything else to look at? The chicken strikes again. Yeah, this chicken must be important. There's nothing on at this hour. I see no point in turning it on. The music's getting creepy, so I feel like something's going to happen. I don't think there's anything else for me to look at. Maybe I just need to think now. Oh, the guest table. Come to think of it, I never offered him any tea. Not that I ever learned how to make it. You don't know how to make tea? Just throw a tea bag in some water. It's really not that hard. Michiyo Shirashi, the same girl who witnessed my son's kidnapping, committed suicide last week? But that means Mr. Janucci was terrified of someone who already died? Is that what he meant by a curse? I can't work this out on my own. Maybe Richter will know. Why won't he call? Oh, I haven't left it off the hook, have I? No, you have not. I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I've made sure the receiver is on the hook. It'll ring as soon as he calls. Ah! That must be him. Pick it up then. Hello, Shigima residence. I don't think it's Richter. What? How has an hour passed? Who was on the phone? Why am I on a bridge now? Richter called me out to meet him. We came here to Komagata Bridge. Oh, so it was Richter on the phone. I definitely thought it was going to be someone else. Richter, there's something I need to tell you. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. Sumida River. The Sumida River. The water is filthy and horrid, but at night, when it's still, it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Is the Sumida River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right, should have guessed. This was where they found him after he went missing. Why would he bring her here? That's fucked up. That's torturous. All alone, floating in that horrible water. All I can think is how scared he must have been, how cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? I've come here every day since then. And I prayed to the river to give him back, to give me back my son, day after day after day. You know, in olden times, people believed rivers marked where our world met the next. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife. That same place would later become Honjo. All their fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. But then the Ryogoku Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Mereki, and just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. And as it turned from farmland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. Their other purpose was to contain all of the corruption that had built up on the far shore and stop it leaking through to our side of the Great Divide. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too. So if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here, rather than anywhere else. I'm sure of it. And it's probably why the 7 mysteries and their curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make this spot we're standing now, right over the water, the border between life and death. If there was ever a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. That might have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking aloud, ma'am. Well, it's a nice thought. Look at our surroundings next. We're on Komagata Bridge over the Sumida River. There's a highway on one side and a freeway on the other, but they're both deserted this late at night. Anything else to look at around here? Oh, we can still look at the river some more. Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. It must have been about 20 years now, when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy, and it stank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. And one day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. What the fuck? What? It was almost a miracle when you stopped to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a part of her that was still recognizable? And that although everything but the palm had rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have an identifiable scar, and that they could tell it had been a murder from the blade marks on the bone. Wait, are you talking about the Najima murders? I've always wanted to visit Japan, now I'm not too sure. I go to Japan in 3 weeks, and I think that this was a bad time to play this game. So you have heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were but an elementary schooler at the time. I wasn't really aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. Say goodbye to your hands. Oh no. My hands are going to be in the rivers. To be honest, it was all a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sank to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else must have rotted and flowed out to sea. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. A sorry story for everyone involved, huh? Did she kill her classmate? Is that what this is going towards here? It's funny. Everyone figures the river's filthy already, so one more piece of garbage won't hurt. But every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anybody would go looking. Or so was the killer's thinking, I suppose. The times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves. Some even ran away from home to make it in this big city. And they made easy targets for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. You see, back then, if you chopped a body into tiny pieces and threw it in the river, it would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. Are you saying what I think you're saying? They arrested him shortly after. Fumichika Nejima, the man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. Okay, so it wasn't her. He was so methodical about it, it couldn't have been his first crime. And people began to wonder how many other girls he'd murdered the same way. The police never found any evidence of other murders in the end. Sounds like this guy was like Dexter. But the river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? That same thought spread through everyone's mind, and they started to avoid this area. So really? This river has been rank with corruption for decades now. Or at least, that's how it seems to me. Well, was that interesting? Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about the Nejima murders. But how could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. Gasp. Okay, that's not as exciting as her being the murderer. I love that he went... like, that's the only reaction to that, just... oh. The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Najima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Huh. I guess it wasn't just the killer's day. Sometimes I wonder if he resents me for it. Okay, let's talk about the river again. This is very interesting. The Sumida River. I have nothing but awful memories of it. Oh, there's nothing more to say? Okay. Anything else around here? No, I guess it's time to talk to him. He's gazing down at the water. I'll go first. There's something I need to tell you. What's up? Well, that girl, Michio Shiraishi, the one who was with Shuki on the day of the kidnapping, that's her. Well, she's dead. She's what? The student who committed suicide last week? That was her. I heard something like that had happened. I never got the name, though. Talk about bad luck. We finally get a lead, only to find it's turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole reason that Janochi was so shaken up. He said she was going to curse him. Was he talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave? It seems like we're back where we started. Not necessarily. That teacher knows something, I'm sure of it. At the very least, I put money on him having something to do with Miss Shiraishi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. I see. And also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping. In any case, I think I've got a good idea of what he's hiding. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. Care to take a guess? I can guess. I can't say for certain, but Mr. Janochi silenced Michio Shiraishi with murder What do you think? I see. So you think Ms. Shiraichi's death might not have been suicide? That would certainly give him a good reason to think she'd hold a grudge, but I'm not sure I buy it. That might be a little far-fetched. Okay, rude. I see. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. I'm not really cut out to play detective. Well, no point dwelling on speculation. The truth will out in time. Right now, I think we need to have another chat with Mr. Janucci. Okay, what's he got to say? Alright then. I've been poking around places connected to the 7 mysteries, looking for curse bearers, and I think I've found a few candidates. First, a tall man I ran into in Kinchibori Park. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little, but he turned the questions right back around on me, and he was out of there the second he figured out I wasn't what he was looking for. I got the sense curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure that he is a curse bearer. Then there's this middle-aged guy I saw on South Warragacy Street. There's no question about this one. He had one of the curse stones in his hand. He had a nervous air about him too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul drags, I bet. He'd make a good target. Next up is a pair. A young man and woman I saw around Ryogoku Bridge. This time, the man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and left. Looks like they lurk around there often. Looking for kindred spirits would be my guess. Though it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul dregs in a group might be a decent idea if you could make it work. But with things being how they are, it's got to be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. The last 2 is detectives I've seen sniffing around. The police are involved? Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might just be looking into that. Still, the park's got ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be it was a curse that did the guy in. And if they're sending in detectives from the head office, then something's got to be up. How do you know where they're from? Let's just say that when you're in this business, there are some faces that you get to know. Anyway, that's everyone who's caught my eye. You found all of them in so little time? I really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Richter Kai, P.I. No, wait. Make that Richter Kai, Investigator Extraordinaire. I love this guy. He's so weird. An investigator extraordinaire. Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. An investigator extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Well, that aside, why are we talking about this man's outfit? We've got shit to do. The middle-aged man and the young couple sound the most promising. Am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. It seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there's still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. Once more bodies start showing up, that'll get the pot nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come. Time to think, I think. Standing around is the last thing I want to be doing right now. This is my only chance to bring back my son. I can't afford to fritter it away. Okay, so we don't want to think then. Is something wrong? Not really. It just struck me. It's been 20 years since the Najima murders. So it has. Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Life in prison doesn't always mean life. Ooh, is the guy that committed the murders out? There's precedent for first-time offenders being allowed out on parole after 20 years. Only if they're found to show remorse and the desire to reform themselves, of course. That's right. I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society. I hear they've been trying to fix that recently, matching inmates with jobs and accommodation. Oh, really? They keep an eye on them, of course, and make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from everybody but their employers. They even give particularly notorious criminals new identities so they won't be recognized in the workplace. My. Uh-oh, drama. The way you put it, it's like you're saying that Fumachika Najima could be out on parole right now, back in society under a new name with nobody any the wiser. It's possible. As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back. I don't know if it was Najima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind. I see. How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too. What was it? I was passing Komagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone. A janitor, I think. And I could have sworn he reminded me of Fukachika Najima. Oh? He looked a little different after 20 years. Much thinner than I'd remembered too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps it was him after all. Surely there's no way that they would place this guy who killed schoolgirls in a high school as a janitor. There's no way. There's no way that the Reformation program would do that. Right? I want to believe anyway. So, what next? The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from any of the 7 mysteries. It's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. All right. Suspend? Are we done? You cannot currently progress any further. Once your situation has changed, select resume to try again. Pressing suspend will return you to the story chart. So if I just stay here and do nothing, then will it eventually say resume? Or does it want me to go back to the story chart? Maybe I go back to the story chart then. Oh, yeah, okay. So I think it's broken. That means I can't continue. So maybe I have to do one of the other lines. And then something will happen in one of the other lines that will allow me to do something new in that line. So, you know what? I'm going to skip the detectives and I'm going to go straight to the schoolgirl. Because this schoolgirl's story is she's friends with the girl that committed suicide. Yako Sakazaki searches for the rite of resurrection, hoping to revive her friend who jumped to her death. To get the information she needs, she meets with her classmate Miyu Kurosuza in their classroom at midnight to attempt using a spirit board. Ooh, exciting. I have a Ouija board in my house and I've never used it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of too spooked to do so. Komagata High School. But why would you meet up at school? Oh, I suppose if she jumped off the school building, I guess maybe that's why. But I don't think that a ghost would haunt where they died. I think a ghost would haunt where they lived. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. I thought it was spelled Ouija board and my girlfriend will not let me live that down. Oh no. Okay, Yako Sakazaki. Yako is a student in Class 2C at Komagata High School. Unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate, Michio Shiraishi, committed suicide, she attempted to investigate the incident herself. However, she was unable to make any progress and, feeling desperate, invited transfer student Miyu Kurosuzu to join her in performing a spirit board ritual. Born and raised in Honjo, Sumida City, Yako's family has owned and operated the beloved candy shop, Sonoya, since its establishment in the early Showa era. Despite her modern appearance, Yako is a cheerful and vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion so strong that she is easily moved to tears. Me too. She is also a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her family or friends. It is possible, however, that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Okay, she's just like me for real. Yako's winning streak against arrogant boys in scraps since she was a child remains unbroken and is the source of considerable stress for her mother. Oh my god, I love her. I'm so glad I decided to do this one. Alright, let's start. This is the spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. First, we'll both put a finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. Like this. Just like that. Relax your fingers as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Goth Queen, hello, hi, welcome in. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Please come in? Wait, which one was it? Please come this way. Please come over. Come to me. I don't remember what it was. Did I say it wrong? You're a little off. God damn it. Just relax. I'll say it again. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. I swear that wasn't one of the options. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Oh my god, how? Oh no, I was right. She looks annoyed. I thought I was wrong again. Please tell us if you were there. Oh, yes. A ghost is here. Whoa, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in the summoning. We can ask questions now. She's just a sassy bitch, yeah. She's fed up. She's done with our shit. Right, questions. Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. What is my name? I think it should know the answer to this. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is my name? Oh, huh? What's the matter? How strange. No? Huh? It told me no? Ah, I bet it means it doesn't know. It may be the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything. Is this spirit really the real deal? Yes. Oh, it's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. Why is everyone giving poor Yako attitude? What is this place? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, where are we? O H I G H. The ghost is high. S C H O O L. Oh, high school. The ghost is not high. It's just in high school. She's toast moving that coin. There is no ghosty. I want to believe. High school. That's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. Ghost is blazed as fuck. Yeah. What is this girl's name? M-I-O. Mio, that's right. Why does the ghost know her name but not my name? Grr, that's not fair. It knows your name, Mio. It even used that weird characters you used to spell your name. How flattering. Psychic girl. I bet. Even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. Huh. I don't know how I should feel about that. What is my name? I'm asking again. No. I'm just so determined to not tell me my name. It didn't even hesitate this time. Is it really you? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? No name for you? Maybe my name's just No. No. Oh, it's not the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Huh? It said no? Is it lying? Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happened to be nearby just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Huh. Feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Yes. Oh, he does not like that. I think that if you can't respect my name, I'm not going to respect your name. Thanks. Always good to remember to say please and thank you. Alright, it's time to try asking serious questions. Who does Mio have a crush on? You know what, I'm asking that. Fuck it. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is the name of the boy that Mio has a crush on? Please and thank you, bitches, is the correct term. Yeah. I mean, I think that the ghost has been bitchy enough to me that I can call it a bitch back. Hey, you're going to ask that kind of question? Doesn't everyone ask this kind of stuff with spirit boards? Besides, I'm curious. No. Let's not do this. No. The ghost is respectful. Huh, it said no. Guess that must mean you don't have a crush on anyone. Whew. Yeah, that's it. No is correct. Let's move on. Maybe she's got a crush on a girl and not a boy, and that's why I couldn't answer. To be fair, I'd be sassy if I died and still stuck in damn school. Yeah, that's a good point. Asexual? Maybe. I assumed gay. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, do you mean the boy isn't in our class? Oh. So she does have a crush on a boy. She's neither gay nor asexual. How boring. Hey, stop that. Don't make me exercise you. If that's the case, then... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, is it a teacher at our school? No. Okay. That's just because you're a big gay gothic queen? Yeah, I guess. Oh, no good, huh? Phew. Jakob, cut it out already. We made the effort to sneak in at night. We shouldn't waste time with these questions. Christ, do not threaten me with exercise. Yeah, I think I'd rather have an exorcism done on me than have to exercise. Damn. You've got a point. Michio's cause of death. Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shirashi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? This is so tense. No, she didn't. And the detective told me that I was being far-fetched to say that maybe she was murdered. So it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now's the important part. Yeah. Michio's cause of death. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shirashi die in an accident? Yes. Oh, so she wasn't murdered. Okay, never mind. It said yes. So it was an accident and not a suicide. Michio. Then, did she slip and fall from that apartment building? No. Huh? She didn't? What do you mean? Michio didn't die from falling from the apartment building? Ooh. Then how did her body end up falling from the building? If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what happened to Michio on that day? Oh, seems like it doesn't know the details. Well, can it not ask its ghostly friends and find out? Where is the rite of resurrection? Oh, then how about, oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, we want to use that rite of resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the rite of resurrection is? I wonder. Uh-oh. Huh? Ah! What? What is this? Stop, I'm scared, Mio. Calm down. You can't let go before it's over. Ah! Oh, this must be her getting her curse. Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Fool's procession. Those who hear it shall fall into the depths of hell. Kill them. Well, that was uncalled for, yep. Kill them. Those who hear this sound, kill them all. You have acquired the power of the curse stone, the Fool's Procession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. Press the use curse button to produce the sound. Ooh. Open the updates page. The Fool's Procession. An enduring superstition. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence in Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Waragesui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story is known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it all. A curse power. Kills by fatal fall one who hears its music for 30 seconds without seeing the curse bearer. So it kills by fatal fall? So that's how she died then. She died from a curse. Resentful memory. Omiyo stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she joined the troupe, but she had yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. I'll use this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and an okame mask over her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd. Her breathing hastened with excitement. I've got to catch my breath. That's strange. I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. So that's how it is. I knew it was too good to be true. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omiyo is giving it her all today. We have to keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, please. Someone help me. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain, as she begged those around her for help. The music stopped in time with Omiyo's heart. Oh, that's horrible. Ugh. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick, black tar. Now. Kill. Uh-oh. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You, who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. That was so dramatic. Okay, 2 things to remember. The information they gained from the spirit board suggests that Michiyo's death was not a suicide. A curse echo suddenly appears. Okay, let's go. I'm excited. 1 week ago. Ooh, another dramatic flashback. Very dramatic. Oh. Hey, did you hear? Someone from our school committed suicide. What, really? Who? I heard that. Michiyo from Class C, right? No way. Michiyo? She'd been acting pretty strangely lately, but I still can't believe it. Did you hear about Michiyo in Class C? Yeah, she seemed like the stereotypical honor student in her first year, but she stopped showing up to class and her grades started dropping after her 3rd semester. So she offed herself because her grades were bad? No fair. Just thinking about practice tests makes me want to die too. All anyone cares about is test scores and grades. Are these people going to say something? No? Oh, there we go. You hear about suicides on the news, but for it to happen here, it's a little scary. By the way, isn't there a girl who transferred into Class C recently? Oh, I heard about her. She's gloomy. Doesn't stand out much. Did you know that the school she was at before she transferred also had a suicide? What? For real? That seems like kind of fishy. Ooh, that's spicy. Did you know? I heard Michio's mom remarried last year. They say her new stepdad is a total jerk. Everyone at this school is such a little gossip. Really? How so? Like, he'd peek on her while she changes and couldn't keep his hands off her. I even heard he's an ex-con. If she resists him, he gets violent. That's so scary. No way, I couldn't take that. This is not something that they should be gossiping about. I'd probably kill myself too if I had to deal with that at home. Jesus. Ahem. There might be some of you who already know, but a member of our class, Michio Shirashi, passed away last night. Okay, calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. The cause of death is still under investigation, and there's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police, so please don't go spreading any rumors. Got it? We're sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dallying on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey you, stop celebrating. Show some respect. There will be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school assembly, if anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. So this guy wasn't even just like a teacher at the same school, but he was her homeroom teacher? This is so suspicious. I do not trust this man. Yako? Sorry to bug you. It's just, you seem a little different from your usual self. I hope I'm not being a nosy... Thanks, Mio. Was I acting that strangely? Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen. Oh, she may have a sassy face, but she is nice. Yeah, this is perfect timing. There's actually something I want to ask you. Yeah? About the specter of the spirit board. You know that spirit board thing that everyone's been doing? Where you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want? Yeah, I know it. I want to try it out. There's something I want to know. Why are you telling me this? I mean, you seem like the type to know about this stuff. Oh, I do? Yeah, you look like you're really into that occult stuff, you know? You've got that kind of gloomy look. Huh, I don't know how I should feel about that. But you do know how to do it, right? Well, yes. I think I probably know a little more than most. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. About the specter again. Please help me. You're my only hope. About the rite. Hey, Mio. You know about the rite of resurrection, right? Yeah. It's that thing Mr. Araishi apparently discovered and wrote an article about. I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's always talking about it. Do you believe it's real? Why is it that whenever people talk about the rite, they pull this face? They're like, what's up? Hello, welcome in. Well, it sounds a little too good to be true to me, but on the off chance that it really works, we could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find it if there's even the slightest chance of bringing Michio back. Is that new tattoo on arm? No, it's not a new tattoo. They're all old. But how will you look for it? Right, that's the thing. About the specter of the spirit board. Please help me. You're my only hope. Okay, about Michio. Michio, I wonder why she had to die. She didn't leave a note or anything, but they announced that it was a suicide. That can't be right. She would never kill herself. Michio was so happy and always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school. I know she was going through some hard times, but for her to kill herself? I never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and when she did come in, she looked depressed. Oh, something's different. My autistic brain's trying to figure it out. I don't think there's anything different. You're right. And that's why everyone was so willing to accept that she committed suicide. They acted like they cared, but all they did was gossip about it. They put together little pieces of information, spread rumors like it's the truth. Isn't that terrible? Yes, it is. I've heard some that are really awful. In the end, the only reason they're able to say stuff like this is because they aren't personally involved. Oh, I need to note out on this, can't deal with trigger subjects. Oh, that's no problem. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. It's true that she didn't get along with her new stepdad and that her grades went down. But to say things like, how sad, no wonder she killed herself. How dare they? She always told me she was okay whenever I talked with her because I was worried. She would have told me if there was something bothering her so badly she'd kill herself over it. Uh-huh. I won't let Michio's death be written off like this. Like, maybe she got caught up in something bad. Something bad? People have been talking about that body found in former Yasuda Gardens, right? Some are saying that this town is cursed or something. Yes, there has been a strange feeling around things recently. The thing you want to ask, is it... Yeah, I want to know about the truth behind Michio's death and where the rite of resurrection is hidden. I see. Like, why? Why does she have to pull that face? Why does she gotta look like such a bitch for? I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be as easy as you hope. Please, the teachers and police aren't any help, and there's only so much I can do alone. If there's even the slightest chance, then... Well... Okay, if that would make you feel better, then I'll help. Yes, thank you, Mio. Okay then, tomorrow after dark. Okay, and now we flash to the present, I guess. 12 a.m. So I'm assuming this is just after the Ouija board session. Yes. Yeah, huh? Ah, are you awake, Yako? Yeah. What happened? You can't remember? Let's see. We used the spirit board and... I suddenly heard something, like this weird voice. And then I passed out? Yes. As far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative effects. I think it was just a mild shock from how sudden it was. Huh. Ah, was everything okay with the spirit? Yep. It was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hand? In my hand? Whoa, what the heck is this? It looks so freaky. When did I get this? Curstone acquired, the Fool's Procession. Oh, there's so much anger and hatred held within it. It looks a little like tools that were used for ancient curses. What? That's so scary. Yako, you just said you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall. I think it might be connected to that object. Let's see. It felt like I was at the bottom of a dark place. Then this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind. After that, it just kept shouting, "Kill them!" I see. Thank you. Yako, I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the rite of resurrection. A curse with the power to take people's lives and turn them into soul dregs. What? You mean this is a real curse? I know I said I wanted to use the rite of resurrection to bring back Michio, but why? Why me? It makes no sense. Yako, please calm down and listen. I can't stay calm. Being dramatic about this. But how can I? I mean, you might be used to these kinds of things, Mio, but I'm not. I didn't even really believe in the occult, much less think that the spirit board would actually work. But now, after something like that, what choice do I have but to believe? And not only that, but a curse that can kill people? What am I supposed to do about that? I know. It's only natural to feel that way. Anyone would feel confused. But first, you need to calm down. Take a big, deep breath. Right. Yes, just like that. Oh, she's so lovely. I love Mio. I hope she doesn't die. In moments like this, the more troubled your heart is, the more its weaknesses are exposed. Exposed? Have you calmed down? Yeah. I'm sorry about panicking. No, it's okay. Fear is something that we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to phenomena they couldn't understand in order to live with them. However, modern day developments in science and culture have pushed for the rejection of things that can't be measured. And so, the paranormal has been treated like it doesn't exist. But they've been around since a long, long time ago. If you just understand, you can see that there is nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is the most important. Accept reality for what it is. I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but you really do have a connection with this stuff, don't you? Well, I suppose to an extent. Hey Mio, what do I do? Where do I start? Am I cursed? Am I going to die? It's okay. I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place. What? Ooh, she knew more than she was letting on. Trust me. I'll take care of things. It'll be all right. Thanks. I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board. It's fine. You're desperate to find a way to try and help your friend. But spirit boards are dangerous. You have to take them seriously. I'm so glad you invited me. All right, let's review everything we've learned so far and think of how to move forward. Okay. About the curse. What is this curse? Am I cursed? Well, I've only looked into it a little, but I wouldn't quite say that you're cursed. It's more like you've gained the ability to use the power of a curse. So there shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effect on you. Except, the bloodlust. I'd say that that's a pretty significant negative effect. The power to use a curse? Do you mean this curse stone? Yes. If the curse stone is used under certain conditions, a curse will be placed on someone, taking their life and turning it into soul dregs. Oh my god, my hair's caught on my dog. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rite of resurrection. Normally, a curse is a spell that would only be usable by onmyoji of a considerable talent. I believe that curse stone makes it so that even normal people can use them. So someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone? Yes, but it's still nothing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. To tell you the truth, something unusual did happen when we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. This whole area seems to be under the effect of the Feast of Shadows. Ooh, what is that? New lore just dropped. Exciting. The Feast of Shadows? Yes, it's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural. It also has the effect of making the powers of certain curse echoes manifest more easily. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about a 3 to 4 kilometer radius. Sounds like a metal festival? Yeah, it does. 3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Sumida City. Yes, I think the Feast of Shadows was used to cause the resentment lingering in the area to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this. But who? I don't know enough to say. But it's likely that it was done by someone who wants to uncover the rite of resurrection. This isn't something to happen naturally. I see. Ooh. About the curse. A curse stone's powers can only be used in this area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects also only appear after the sun has set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened. So the curses can't be used outside this area or during the day? Correct. But speaking of limits, to actually use a curse to kill someone, it seems there are conditions that need to be met. Conditions? Surely she knows this. She knows her own conditions, no? Oh, yeah, she does. You mean like how my curse echo needs someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? To be honest, I don't really understand it. Like, how do I even summon the curse echo or make the sound? Do I just, will it? Do you mind if I try? Why does everyone keep trying to test out their curse stones on people? Why is this the second person that's been like, hey, my buddy, can I try and kill you? Stop. You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions that have to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that sense, maybe you really have been cursed. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up in this situation, even though I'm here with you. About the curse. The curse stone. I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It would probably be best for me to hold on to it, but then I'd feel bad about forcing it on you. No, I sense a powerful force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it. Really? Why? If we tried separating it from you, the curse may trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you. No way. That curse stone might look like nothing more than an old Netsuke carving, but I can sense a powerful, resentful energy from it. I don't think it's a good idea for me to even touch it. I may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something this powerful. Really? This little thing? If you threw it away and someone with bad ideas picked it up, it could be bad. I think it would be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now. Well, now I'm kind of freaked out. I'm sorry, now you're freaked out? You weren't freaked out before? I was freaked out before. Anyways, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curse should weaken once it's morning. I'll help you find a way to deal with it then. Okay. So there are 2 things that you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it's night. Second, should you happen to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse. Right. About the 7 mysteries. The mysterious voice said the cursed stone is called the Fool's Procession, right? Yeah, that's from the 7 mysteries of Honjo, right? Our school is said to be connected with a story with the same name, one of the mysteries. Right. I don't think it's a coincidence. This is just a guess, but it's possible that you were chosen because it could feel your desire for the rite of resurrection. If this is a curse of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, then it's possible that there are others who received curses associated with the other mysteries. Yeah, that voice also said that there are other curse bearers, or whatever you call them. It's weird though, because it seems like for the 2 that we've seen so far, they've had the curse stone spawn in their hand, whereas the guy from the prologue, it spawned on the ground and he had to pick it up. And then it latched onto him. Unless it had originally spawned in the hands of the girl that he was with that died and she dropped it, and then because he picked it up, it transferred to him. I don't know. Not only that, apparently you can get a lot of soul dregs by killing a curse bearer. Right. That's certainly not good. Even if we have no intention of killing others with the curse, there's a chance that you may be targeted if other curse bearers find us. Eep! We'll have to avoid anyone who has another of the curses. That means that we should avoid people at night as much as possible. About the rite. But Mio, yes? If this curse is real, that means I could bring back Michio if I used it, right? The rite of resurrection would be real too. Yes, that's true. But you can't do that, Yako. But it feels like it's not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, then I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue with putting a little curse on a complete stranger? Oh my god. She's lost it. I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. What is going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. You would never even consider taking the life of another person. Is it the curse's influence on you? Maybe the curse echo's grudge is rubbing off on you. Will you show it to me for a second? Uh-oh. Is there something inside it? No! Stop! Yako? Oh, I'm sorry. But it's like, I just suddenly really didn't want you to touch it. I understand. I'm sorry. But you need to give up on the right of resurrection. What? Because that's the real curse. Using resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. She's so right. She's the most sensible person in this. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse. But Michio could... I think for tonight we should get you home to rest. I'll walk you. The curse's influence should subside in the morning. Oh, you know what? She's not a bitch. She's really sweet. I love her. Okay. About the right. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that you need to give up on the right. It's beyond us. Even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bringing back the dead isn't something so simple. I know how much it hurts, but please focus on just worrying about surviving tonight. Even now, we're in great danger. I mean, it's not really we are in great danger. Mio, like, you're literally fine. You can leave whenever you want. Okay, let's get going then, shall we? We'll take the same route we took to get here. Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at school, is there? I think so. The night shift janitor shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. Uh-oh, the janitor. He's the murderer from 20 years ago. Ah! Uh-oh. Huh? What? Why did the lights go out? Mio? Are you okay? Uh-oh. Oh? She's not here? What's happening? Where are you? Oh, I'm gonna get jump scared, aren't I? Something's about to jump at me. I can feel it. Oh my god, where? Everything is just dark now. Oh my god. I'm fine. I did not scream. Huh? Oh no, oh no, oh no, what was that? Get me out of here. Mio? 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 Where are you? Yako, I'm here. Over here. Can you see me? Huh? Where? I can't see anything. Not that way, Yako. Behind you. I'm behind you. Turn around this way. It's pitch black. I have no idea which way I'm facing. Okay, I see some things. Okay. Oh, that made me jump too. There you are, Mio. This way. Over here. Be careful. Your field of vision is being limited. Right. What just happened? Escape from Komagata High. Okay. 1 a.m. now. Inside Komagata High School. Hey, Mio? What was that just now? Could it be another curse echo different from mine? I think so, yes. We may have been discovered by another curse bearer. Oh. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Shh. Someone's there. In that classroom. What? Something moved inside. Well, ignore and proceed. We don't need to check it out, right? Let's hurry and get out of here. Maybe. The person who used that curse echo may be in there. If we could just see who it is, it could help us later. Right. Okay, just a glimpse. Be careful. Once again, my decisions meant nothing. Am I about to get jump scared again? Well, can you see anything? Try and get a look around. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh. Ah. Huh? Is that our homeroom teacher, Mr. Janucci? And the person with him is Hitomi from Class A? What? Oh my. What is going on here? Ah. Either he's a curse bearer or he is a nonce. That bastard. He's at it again. Use curse. I have to kill him. Hey. Die, Mr. Janucci. What is this sound? No, Yaku, stop. You'll kill Hitomi too. I have to do something. Ha. Hey, over there. Who's there? Ah, was I seen? It didn't work, damn it. I just wanted to kill. Run, hurry. Boo. I'm mad. I wanted to kill. I have a thirst for blood. Ha. It seems like they're not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. But Yaku, what came over you all of a sudden? Sorry. Thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. I wonder what's gotten into me. I can barely even remember what happened. I'm really sorry. I do think it's partly the curse's influence on you, but we certainly saw something shocking. My heart's still pounding. I'm a little surprised you know Hitomi from Class A. She tends to stand out a lot. Gotcha. Well, she certainly does dress like a delinquent, though she barely shows up to school. Uh-oh, there's something behind us. What is that? But could Mr. Janucci or Hitomi really be a curse bearer? I don't know, but we should be careful just in case. Hello? Yako. When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance. Don't look back, no matter what. Huh? Why? Did something happen? Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio? I'll be fine. We'll meet up outside the school gates. Oh no. Oh, I hate this. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay? Okay, go. Right. Did she sacrifice herself for us? No. Mio, no. Oh, that's so sad. No, I miss her. I have to get outside. Let's see. To get to the gates, I go by the gym and... Can I... Oh my god. What are you doing, miss? Good evening? Hello, good evening. Eek. Uh-oh. Who is he? You shouldn't be here this late. Don't you know what time it is? Oh, Mr. Ashimiya. Well, if it isn't little Yako. Anyways, students ain't supposed to be outside playing around at night. Wait, is this the janitor? Uh-oh. We are about to get murdered. It's the janitor. Oh no, it's the murderer from 20 years ago. Oh, we're so dead. Oh, we're so dead. I know you're rough around the edges, but I didn't take you for one to act out like this. I'm not acting out. What about you? Should you be smoking on school grounds? Ah, well, it ain't lit, so it's all right. It's, you know, an accessory. Hey, don't go changing the subject. There's just no letting my guard down with you. So, why are you here so late? Well, the truth is, I forgot something in my classroom. Again? You sure are a piece of work. But you don't have nothing with you. Oh. Wait, you do? What's that in your hand? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Huh? Well, this is what I forgot. I got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. Huh. Girls these days sure have weird tastes. Well, okay. Better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on you. No, wait. I can't let you walk home alone this late. Alright, wait just a little. I'll hurry and lock things up. Oh no, he's about to lock Mio in there with the ghost. I'm worried about Mio. Actually, a friend of mine is still inside. Are we a detective in this? You play as some different characters. Right now, we're just playing as a high school girl. I think they'll be here soon. That's so? Who's your friend? My classmate, Mio Kurosuzu. Ah, that transfer student. Breaking school rules already, huh? Didn't take her for the type. No, I was the one who dragged her here. Well, whatever. I'll go take a look. It'll be safer if you go home together. Oh, right. She's in the first floor hallways. Be careful, though. You don't know what may be there. What's that supposed to mean? First floor, yeah? I'll be right back. Maybe he's not a murderer. No, you know what? I think he is a murderer, and he just wants to murder both of us, and that's why he wants to find her. Uh-oh. Has an hour passed? Oh, they're all dead. If an hour passed and he didn't come out and she didn't come out, they're both dead. They're so dead. She's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. I'm starting to get worried. I'm going to take a look. Uh-oh, now we're gonna die too. Mio, are you there? Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm so prepared to get jump scared right now. Uh-oh, is that blood? Huh? Oh no. No! Mio died! No, but she was so lovely. What? Mio, what happened? Where did I go wrong this time? Ah, it's my fault. It's all my fault. Damn, yeah, damn indeed. I left her alone with a curse bearer. Mio. I'm sorry. The truth is, Wait, did I just die? I think I died. Oh, I died. Oh no. No, I'm so sorry. Yaku, you're my favorite. My cat, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. But this was bound to happen. There is someone who must not be trusted. Well, yeah, I didn't want to trust him. I feel like I didn't get an option. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? If so, you may choose to withhold important information from that person. Oh, I shouldn't have told him that there was someone inside. That's the problem. Fear not, you may try as many times as you like from the event in question. Okay, I'm trying again. Very well. But you don't have nothing with you. Oh, wait, you do. What's that in your hand? Yep. Show him my curse thingy. Better head straight home. Can't let you walk home alone. Go home alone without checking on Mio. Very cool concept of a game. Yeah, it's really fun. Oh, right. Mr. Chinucci was actually looking for you inside the main building. Was that? He's here right now? What's he thinking? I don't know. He was in class 3B on the second floor just a bit ago. Well, I suppose that means I can't be locking up yet. Second floor, you said. I'll go take a peek. Back in a jiff. My house is really close by. I'll be fine on my own, really. That's so? Ah, the snack shop, right? Suppose you'll be fine then. Be careful now, you hear? Stay on the big, well-lit streets. If something happens, shout fire. Okay, you worry too much. Well, we wouldn't want to be losing any more students. Though I imagine you'd know that better than anyone. Yes, you're right. So we're still just leaving Mio there to die? We don't go in and save her? Oh, I feel horrible. Ashimiya is sus? Yeah. There's a theory that one of the other characters suggested that he's actually this person that murdered some schoolgirls 20 years ago because that person just got out on parole a couple of months ago. Mio's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road. Uh-oh. Who is that? That's... Oh no, a teacher. It's Mr. Araishi. Oh, is he the one that has the theory about the rite of resurrection? He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. That thing in Mr. Araishi's hand. It can't be. Whoa. Could that be a curse stone? Oh, this is bad. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't think anything good can come from him seeing me. Wait. He's the one who discovered the rite of resurrection. I was right. It wouldn't be strange at all for him to have something to do with the curses. Then, could the curse echo from before have belonged to him? Shoot. Did he notice me? Uh-oh. Oh, hello, Yako. What are you doing here? That was fast. Did you not hear me? What are you doing here? I'm waiting for someone. In the middle of the night? I'm disappointed in you. Bad children who get into trouble at night need to be punished. What are you doing here? Oh, he's about to kill me. I'm so dead. It's a special night tonight. Did you know that? A special night? Oh, because of the Feast of Shadows? Oh ho. Oh. Well, you know a lot. Did you hear about it from someone? No, it's just a rumor that's been going around. No, there's no such rumor. Aha, it must be that transfer student. She has it, you know. You must as well. Take out what's in your pocket and show it to me. But, it's... stop it! I knew it. I see. You have one. It's not. That Netsuke is of great historical importance to the area. But it's dangerous to speak here. Why don't you come with me? This is important. Uh-oh, I think we've just been kidnapped. That hurts. Stop. You're hurting me, Mr. Araishi. Stop pulling me. Fire! Fire! There's a huge fire. Stop that. Someone will come. Damn it, get over here. Did we get away? Where am I? It's completely dark. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Araishi? What? My stomach. It hurts. I'm bleeding. How did I die again? Damn it. Okay, I really wanted to finish this chapter, but unfortunately, I do have to end stream now because I do have plans this evening and it is already 10 past 10. I am already late to my plans. Oh no, yeah, I know. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end stream here. I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone for hanging out, everyone who followed. I really appreciated it. I'm gonna be live. I was supposed to be live tomorrow, but I'm no longer gonna be live tomorrow. I'm gonna be live on Sunday instead. So yeah, I will see you all then. Bye!
you